In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Easter eggs I expect to be in Grand Theft Auto 6, particularly the ones where Rockstar will reference things like pop culture. So we know that is a huge part of all Rockstar Games titles, Easter eggs. It doesn't matter if it's Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead Redemption or Bully or Max Payne, it's going to have Easter eggs. And now that we officially know the location of GTA 6, which is Vice City in the state of Leonida, which is essentially a parody of Miami and Florida, we can talk about the Easter eggs that might appear in that based on Rockstar and pop culture. And honestly, the best part of this video is going to be seeing what you think Rockstar will make as Easter eggs, so please let me know in those comments down below. There might be things you have watched on television or movies that you've seen that I have not, so please let me know what you're thinking down there. So just getting things started, I think there's going to be a massive reference or murder mystery to Dexter. So in case you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Dexter was a show that I think was on for about 8 seasons, and it followed the character Dexter Morgan, who worked for the Miami Police Department, but he also had a second secret life as a serial killer. And he was famously known as the Bay Harbor Butcher for dumping his bodies in black trash bags in the water via a boat he owned. He also kept blood slides of the people that he ended up killing in an air conditioner in his apartment. So there's lots of little things that Rockstar could reference there. And we know how much Rockstar loves a good murder mystery, whether it be the Infinite 8 killer in GTA 5, or whether it be the creepy Valentine serial killer in Red Dead Redemption 2. Rockstar loves that sort of thing, and I don't think there's a more popular serial killer than Dexter Morgan, so I feel like that would be a perfect way that Rockstar could sort of get things started in a creepy murder mystery-ish way for GTA 6, and that's referencing Dexter. Now, there's so many other TV shows and movies that take place in Miami and Florida that have probably inspired Rockstar. Like, for example, it wouldn't be surprising if they had more Scarface references and Easter eggs, as well as Jeepers Creepers and Miami Vice. Now, Miami Vice and Scarface did inspire a lot of the original Vice City, so it wouldn't be shocking if some of those Easter eggs did carry over into GTA 6, considering it's taking place in the same basic area just several decades later. But what other shows and movies do you think Rockstar will incorporate into Easter eggs in GTA 6? Maybe it's something like Burn Notice. Again, let me know what you think in those comments down below. Just because of how wild and crazy this story was a couple of years ago, I could see Rockstar parodying the Tiger King. I'm sure you guys have watched the Netflix show. It came out right during the pandemic, so it was something a lot of people were interested in, but it focuses on a out-of-control and crazy zoo owner, Joe Exotic, and his wild outfits and breeding tigers, which I don't think is legal. So that's something that Rockstar would probably love to get their hands on and make a parody of. Another thing I could see Rockstar focusing on is references from the original Vice City, whether it be characters like Candy Sucks or Tommy Vercetti, or whether it's referencing places after the voice actor and likeness of Tommy Vercetti, Ray Liotta. They could either name a big monument or a bridge or a mansion after him, sort of out of respect. So just things that reference Vice City and Vice City stories, like a man stuck underwater near a bridge, a Candy Sucks poster, an old radio that you can find that plays the Vice City soundtrack, an ice cream truck that plays the theme songs like the one in Grand Theft Auto 4. That would be so cool. I'd also like to see some references to the last main characters we got to play as, and that's Arthur Morgan and John Marston. Now, Rockstar typically do this in pretty subtle ways, like GTA 5 had a book called Red Dead by a Jay Marston. That's clearly a reference to, obviously, Red Dead Redemption and John Marston, so it'd be cool if there was some sort of Arthur Morgan Easter egg as well, whether it be his iconic cowboy hat or whether it be just some reference to him. He's arguably one of the best characters Rockstar Games has ever created, so I feel like they would be doing him a disservice if he wasn't mentioned in some way, shape, or form in GTA 6. It also wouldn't be surprising if Rockstar brought back Donald Love, who, as you guys probably have guessed it, is a parody of Donald Trump. We know that Donald Trump also has his main residence based in Florida, which is a resort called Mar-a-Lago. So maybe Rockstar has some sort of parody of that. We know they kind of like to tiptoe around politics and throw subtle jokes and jabs at them. And considering how big politics have evolved in the world since GTA 5 has come out, again, it wouldn't be shocking if they decided to dive into that, especially because it's taking place in Florida.
All right, so right now we are on the GTA 6 project map website. If you've been watching my videos for the past couple of months, you are likely familiar with this site, but if you haven't heard of it before, this is a new community-driven website that is essentially mapping out GTA 6 as we learn more about the game. There was actually mapping projects for GTA 5 and GTA 4, and this one is the most lucrative yet. Now, the reason why we're on this website is because right now, at the moment, this is our best possible look at the GTA 6 map because Rockstar has not revealed the full one just yet. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of open space right now in the map, and that's simply because we haven't really seen that much about the game. We had some leaks, we only had one official trailer, and that's pretty much it. Now, for those of you that have been paying attention, this map is actually way bigger now than what we saw just a few weeks ago. Now, we don't have much information about what's going on up here, but as you can see, this map is absolutely massive, and this is about 2 times the size of GTA 5 simply by landmass. And when you include the amount of detail and how tiny everything is in regards to how compact the roads are and how much Rockstar is squeezing in, I think the actual square footage is going to be way bigger in terms of how it's actually going to feel. Now, what we're going to focus on specifically in this video is one of the newer concepts to the map of GTA 6, and that is the idea of having multiple islands around the map. Now, if you take a look at pretty much every other GTA game before GTA 6, the map is pretty much contained of one big island with maybe an offshoot here and there. In GTA 4, they did a few offshoots, but that's pretty much it. There's no actual islands, and the map is pretty much one big island, and that is it. Now, one of the things that Rockstar is trying to do with GTA 6 is to make it more playable for many years to come. GTA 5 has struggled with having no map expansions, and players have been stuck on this island for over a decade, and it's starting to feel very dated. Now, with GTA 6, that is likely going to be a lot different. Now, if we zoom into Vice City, which is pretty much the main part of the map that we know most about so far, we can see that there is so much going on here. Now, one thing that I'd like to point your attention to is the amount of water in GTA 6, and specifically around Vice City. Now, in GTA 5, the main method of transportation was car. You drove around everywhere, and frankly, that is in line with how Los Angeles is in real life. But with Miami, which is what Vice City is based on, boat travel is very popular as well. So as you can see, there's different inlets here. There's going to be a marina, a port, and there's going to be many places where you can park your boat, and you'll be able to take your boat to these various islands. And as you can see, we even have some new islands that were not there last time when we last looked at this map. So these islands are not only going to be great for open world adventure in GTA Online, but there's also going to be some excellent missions that are likely going to take place on these islands, especially at this port, which I think is going to be pretty interesting to see. So if we zoom on out here just to take a little bit of a higher look from above, we can see here at the northern portion of Vice City, we have 2 little islands up here, one of which is actually going to contain a golf club, which I think is pretty cool, a golf club on an island. Then we're going to have this one here, which is actually going to be a hospital complex on an island, which is pretty interesting, and allegedly the name is going to be called Pelican Harbor. Then we're going to have the 3 main islands, which are allegedly going to be called the Venetian Islands. These, of course, are directly based on Miami in real life. These are going to be the focal point of the Vice City map, and if you take a look at the GTA 6 Trailer 1, you can see these very prominently displayed.